Hi everyone, Gabe here.
And Anne-Marie.
How comfortable are you speaking English? Have you ever wanted to speak up in a conversation where everyone is speaking English, but you lacked the courage?
If you have a lot to say, but you're often too scared to speak, this video is for you.
We've got 6 tips to share with you that will improve your English speaking.
Don't worry if you make mistakes. The point is to open your mouth and start talking.
And that actually sounds like a good tip, but it wasn't our first tip. What is our first tip?
So, for the first tip, you could practice what I call tracking. This is useful if you don't have anyone to practice talking with, but you do have an English teacher.
So how does tracking work?
You sit in class and silently repeat everything the speaker says. This subconsciously teaches you things like sentence patterns, grammar, and syntax.
Have you tried this before, Anne-Marie?
Well, I had a student who did this years ago in one of my own classes. After taking my class for 2 months, her English level jumped considerably.
And you're saying that's because she was tracking while you taught?
Actually, yeah, I think so. I didn't know what she was doing at first. She would sit in class moving her mouth while I was talking. But when I look back on our class, I think that's one of the reasons she improved so quickly.
All right, well, that's tracking. Here's tip number 2, practice prediction.
How do you do that?
Well, do you know what I'm going to say next?
No.
I thought not. You need to practice prediction. Then you'd know that I was going to say, watch TV.
Watch TV? Well, that's easy.
Well, yes, but you have to interact. Listen for when people ask a question. If they do, answer for them.
You mean before they respond?
Yes, this allows you to predict what they are going to say. Prediction is a big part
of watching TV.
No. Prediction is a big part
of relationships.
No, Anne-Marie, prediction is a big part of language learning.
And if you get it wrong, you'll likely remember what you got wrong, which in turn will help you get it right next time.
That's right. So, Anne-Marie, prediction is a big part of
language learning.
Right. So, tracking, prediction. The third tip is what some people call the imitation technique.
Yes, that is repeating everything you heard exactly as you heard it. That may be good when you're watching TV or listening to a podcast. If you need to, you can press pause or even go back to hear something again.
If you need to, you can press pause or even go back to hear something again. Like that?
Yes.
I kind of like that. Actually, Anne-Marie, it sounds like it could also work in a conversation with someone.
How so?
Well, you could just repeat everything someone says.
Well, you could just repeat everything someone says. Yeah, that could get annoying.
That could get annoying.
Okay, really annoying.
Yeah, actually, super annoying. But it depends on how you do it. Which brings us to tip number 4, the mirroring technique. Say exactly what the other person said, but not everything. Because remember, that's annoying. Just the last 3 or 4 words and phrased as a question.
Phrased as a question?
Yes. The other person will then know that you want to continue the conversation.
You want to continue the conversation?
Yes. You show interest, and often when you show interest, the other person actually thinks you're interesting.
Wait, they'll think I'm interesting?
Yes. Anne-Marie, why all the questions?
I'm practicing the mirroring technique.
Yes, you are. Good job. Now moving on to tip number 5. Do you like to sing?
Well, whether you do or not, you should try singing in English. Singing can help you learn new vocabulary. It's a natural way to learn how many people speak any language.
Yeah. Oh, like I learned the Chinese word for cup from a Chinese song.
Really? How does it go?
Like this. 妹妹背着洋娃娃. That is little sister, cup, 杯子, and Western doll.
Gabe, it's not 杯子. That's 背着, to carry.
I was just proving your point, Anne-Marie. Listening to songs can help you learn new words. And now I know and will never forget 背着, not 杯子.
Wait, when did you learn that song?
When I was 6.
Ah, well, speaking of 6, here is our 6th tip. Speak with non-native speakers. Don't underestimate speaking with other English learners.
Now, hold on, Anne-Marie. How can you learn to speak English good with non-native English speakers?
Gabe, it's how can you learn to speak English well with non-native speakers?
Well, that was my question.
Right. Many people don't have the opportunity to practice conversation with a native English speaker. They only have their classmates or friends who are interested in learning English.
You're right. So you're saying make the most of the opportunities that you have with other learners.
Yes. You might think it's strange, but give it a shot. You may enjoy it.
That's right. Another learner could help correct you or even just give you the courage to speak out loud, even if your English is not well. Even if your English is not good.
So there you have it. 6 tips to improve your English conversation.
6 tips to improve your English conversation. That was the mirroring technique.
Okay, we're done. What other tips have helped you in your language learning journey? Tell us in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on how to improve your English.
We've got more coming. Tell the world! Bye.